Now that Marvel Rivals is out, a lot of people have been asking me for my controller settings, and I'm gonna be honest, this game does have really confusing settings. Thankfully, I have been able to find some pretty good settings for dual zone and linear. And yeah, before you guys ask, I have not used exponential ramp. I think it is the worst of the 3 aim techniques. Before I get into the settings though, I do want to share with you guys like my kind of thought process behind these settings. Basically, my whole idea with dual zone on this game is that I wanted it to mimic the feel of dual zone that I have on Overwatch. Basically how that works is that with the settings that I use in Overwatch, I wanted to get that linear type feel and tracking where your input matches exactly what you do in game, but I also wanted that extra turn boost that you get with dual zone. So basically that's why like dead zones and all that stuff that I do, it works really well and it feels really good. So when trying to mimic that feel on Marvel Rivals, I basically worked around the dual zone curve, and I think I found something really close. As you can see here, these are my dual zone curve settings. Here are my dead zones as well, and the aim assist ease in. Now in game, it feels really smooth. It's very experimental. I haven't found the exact numbers, but it does feel really close, like I said. Again, this is very experimental. I don't really play controller too much in this game, but in the few games that I did try, it did feel really smooth compared to the original dual zone curve that you get with the game. Now I mess with every single setting that comes with these curve settings, and I might make a different video on that, but you can mess around with this and try to make it feel better. For example, you could turn everything up to max, as you can see here, and this also does feel pretty good. But after messing with this and the original one I showed, I did like the original one, but it did just feel really good. Now moving on to the next sensitivity with linear. Honestly, linear is the safest choice for sensitivity. If you just want a consistent sensitivity that will always feel kind of decent, you can kind of get that same dual zone feel that I showed in my last sense if you just add the extra aim speed at max dead zone. It does also feel really good. But yeah, if you don't want to mess with the dual zone and get that like experimental feel, you can just always use like the safe linear option. And I guess a final option, this is actually the sensitivity that I used to win the Marvel Rivals console tournament. Probably doesn't feel as good anymore. Linear did feel different in the beta that was for console a few months ago. It felt much worse. Now it definitely feels much better. But if for some reason you want to try this one, yeah, here you can use this one as well. Yeah, basically those are all the settings that I use for Marvel Rivals. If you guys want to see me make more videos about the settings, maybe like a little more in-depth on the explanation for the settings, I'd be glad to. Just let me know in the comments. I love you all. Take care. Bye.